It's always been a conversation about where to go next. We've been intrigued with Dubai since the cast of Beverly Hills went there. We have got a really diverse, brilliant group of women, which is really exciting.
Really exciting indeed. The only thing hotter than the series premiere of The Real Housewives of Dubai is all the tea we're spilling from the stars themselves. Welcome to E! News while you were streaming. I'm Danielle Robay, and I am thrilled to welcome the queen of Bluestone Manor and future star of The Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip Ex-Wives Club, Dorinda Medley.
Well, we hope I'm a future star. We have to say happy birthday to Andy, too.
Oh, happy
birthday, Andy! Don't you love how positive he always is about women?
Yeah,
and promoting us. He just gets you hyped up about it.
He has a sparkle about him.
Right? I love that.
Well, Dorinda, you are the woman that gives Uptown a whole new attitude. I'm so excited that you're joining us. Thank you.
And I'm so excited that I have the official E! News card. I think that...
Oh, you're official.
I think I need a W-9, don't you?
I hope you get paid more than what a W-9.
I'm not sure what to do with it. I'm like this, but I love it. I love it, and I have all the taglines.
We could fan ourselves.
Yes.
Well, we're chatting the debut of Real Housewives of Dubai, and I'm dying to know what your initial thoughts are.
You know, I didn't know what to expect, but it's very colorful, right? Yeah. It's just something like we've never seen before. The women are obviously powerhouses. Mm-hmm. They're very confident, very cheeky. And I think we're going to let the games begin, right?
Yeah, let the games begin in the City of Gold. And coming up, we have exclusive interviews with the entire cast dishing on the Season 1 drama, including a special chat all the way from Dubai with star and your close friend, Caroline Stanbury. That's right.
Did she say nice things?
I'm going to keep it a secret. I'm going to keep it a secret. Plus, we have the king of Bravo himself, your friend Andy Cohen, and he'll be popping in, so you don't want to miss that. And of course, we wanted to make it nice for all of you tuning in live right now. So tweet us your thoughts. I get them straight to my iPad, and I get to hear everything you're saying online. And Dorinda's with us live all hour.
I love the fact that it's live.
It's so fun.
Right? Hi, everyone out there. Yeah, tweet. Come on now, ask the questions.
Yeah, use those Twitter thumbs. Well, first up, we have the poll results, which are in. So E! News tweeted about the Real Housewives of Dubai making their debut. They asked, what are you most excited to see in Season 1?
Fashion.
Ooh, I agree with you.
Fashion, no?
Let's see if they agreed. So 20.5% said learning more about the city. 23.8% said the fashion, darling. They agreed with us. 24.6% said the drama, of course. And the winner, I was so shocked by this. 31% of you said opulence, the opulence of it.
Well, you know what? But that kind of includes fashion, don't you think? So I get it, because Dubai isn't just about fashion. It's about the abundance, the hugely high buildings, the huge amounts of, food and
the cars,
the flowers, the everything, the cars, the $1 million license plates. I mean, that thing blew my mind, right?
So what Dorinda's talking about is actually really crazy. The Crown Prince has license plate 001. And people will pay millions of dollars to get a license plate that is closest to that one number. And I think we see clips of that. Something may be going on in this season.
So I think that's what they mean by opulence. So it just trickles down from fashion to jewelry to houses to cars to license plates.
You're right.
Yes.
I totally
agree with that.
So you're obviously excited to see all of the fashion. So are we.
Yes.
But we're not the only ones who are excited to explore our first international city. So this is the 11th city that the Real Housewives have gone to, and they're calling it the City of Gold. Take a look at what the cast revealed when we asked, why Dubai?
I've always been a super fan of the Real Housewives, and I think the other franchises are absolutely amazing. But we're definitely bringing that desert heat, and it's going to be sizzling hot.
Give me the tea, honey. I'm very thirsty today.
For me, being an Emirati, the only Emirati cast on the show, it's an opportunity to show the world, how the Arab world is, how we live, and how our lifestyles are. But at the same time, I believe there's a lot of curiosity about this part of the world. And I think this curiosity is going to put to sleep once they watch the show, and all the stereotype and everything will be put to sleep once they watch the show.
In Dubai, the women are far from submissive. Most of the women are running this town.
It's good to show the beauty of our lifestyle here. We're also connected. We are mothers. We are business women. We enjoy life, and they get to see the luxury and also just like the fun side of all of us as girls.
Everything is truly bigger and better in Dubai, including the drama.
Don't play with me. I'm not the one.
I'd say the opulence. You know, we live a pretty over-the-top lifestyle, but we get so used to it that we don't even realize this is like the world's biggest holiday destination. It's our home, you know, and people go there to just splash and splurge and enjoy. And that's our everyday life. So we don't even actually, you know, process that mentally, that our lives are not normal anyway.
Yeah, I think Dubai is a city that's like a melting pot of people from all around the world, different cultures, different backgrounds, different religions. And to be honest, I feel like living in Dubai is like an endless vacation. There's so much to do. But I do think people are going to be surprised because there's a lot of stereotypes that we have here. And when they see how we live, how the people live, how the lifestyle is.
I would agree. I just think people still think that we might, you know, as women, we're tied to camels and kept in the desert somewhere and not let out. And that's just not true. I have a potty mouth. I live here. We go out, we drink, we have a great time. We wear exactly the clothes that we wear when we travel. The only thing we don't do is, there's a respect level that you know.
Peace of mind. That's what you have living in Dubai.
No crime. No, Dubai is amazing. I mean, it's like we live in a dream, and I think we take it for granted. But this show is making us realize how lucky we are.
I feel like we're the lucky ones.
Well, that's right. But it is true. The first time I went to Dubai, and I've been several times, it did sort of wash away all these misconceptions that women were being submissive, and it was sort of an oldie world feeling. Very modern. The women are very strong, very expressive. The fashion is over the top. That I think this is very important for the world to see, that Dubai is not, you know, you kind of have this middle-aged mentality about what women are doing and how they're treated, and it's not. Women are running the show over there.
I didn't know that. I'm excited to learn more about that. But some people were tweeting online about that, actually. So I want to take a look. You know, I was certainly raising a glass or three to the debut of The Real Housewives of Dubai. So I want to celebrate with the most cheers-worthy moments presented by Smirnoff. Now, Dorinda, you know better than anyone that it wouldn't be a proper Real Housewives franchise moment without the iconic intro tagline. Lucky for us,
we have.
They have brand new catchphrases that are hotter than the summers in Dubai. So let's take a quick look.
They don't hate me because I'm beautiful. They hate me because they're basic.
A woman should be two things: who and what she wants.
The desert is ruthless, but nothing is more savage than me.
The only thing you can take from me are notes.
If you think money can't buy you happiness, you clearly haven't been to Dubai.
In the city of gold, nothing shines brighter than me.
I love Lisa's.
I love Sarah's. A woman should be two things: who and what she wants. You wouldn't expect that. This is exactly what I'm talking about. You wouldn't expect that maybe naturally to hear from a woman in the Middle East. But
did she plagiarize that from Coco Chanel?
Oh, I
don't know. I looked on Pinterest. I think it might be taken.
No, okay. And I also love Caroline's, of course. You know, in the city of gold, nothing shines brighter than me. And Caroline shines bright no matter where she is. So,
what do you think the secret is to delivering the tagline right?
Confidence.
Okay.
It's got to be authentic. It's got to be relatable, and it's all about the body movement. You know, you got to maybe throw a kiss, put the shoulder forward, give a snap, you know.
Would you hate me if I asked you to do one with me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, you have to critique me. So, our show is the official post show of pop culture.
Remember, shoulders back, confidence.
Confidence. We're all about. My mom told me that too. She said I was sitting slumped over.
No, you weren't. I just say that naturally to everyone, shoulders back.
No, I think you're right. So we came up with. Some people call me spoiled, but I'm here for the spoilers. Okay.
Make sure you bring it up where it's needed and bring it down. And act like you're making love to whoever you're saying it to.
Okay. Some people may call me spoiled, but I'm here for the spoilers.
Oh.
Do we do it?
Oh, you might be getting a call from Andy Cohen. Watch out, E. We might have, well, not necessarily.
You're good with advice. Can you help me on that?
Sure, Andy, call us.
Please call us, Andy. I know it's your birthday.
I like it.
Do
You got the eye contact right. You kind of moved your shoulders a bit. I even saw a little pursing of the lips at one point.
Do you have a favorite tagline of yours? Because you have some of my favorite ones.
I say I love the one, diamonds aren't a girl's best friend, martinis are.
Yeah, that was actually my favorite. And
I
I
love
love
that.
the one of the Uptown one.
Yeah, I give Uptown a whole new attitude.
I got chills
And you
when
know what I
said that, Dorinda.
do? If I ever had to do another tagline, you know what it would be.
Tell us.
You ready for it?
I have a feeling you might have to do another tagline.
I don't know. I may be on pause, but I'm ready to press play.
Let's go. We need a cheering section in here. Come on, let's go.
I love the fact that people are constantly saying to me, I miss you on TV. Are you ever coming back? I'm like, June 23rd. The Ultimate Girls Trip is coming, and you're getting Bluestone Manor, and you're getting Len.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about that later.
Oh, good, okay.
But next up, I want to give a special cheers to Caroline Stansbury and Chanel Ayan, because these ladies, they understood the assignment. Our first dinner party in Dubai had all the drama.
Can I solve the problem
Yes,
really fast?
Sarah,
Caroline, did you say she's not important? No. Okay. Did you tell her that?
No.
Okay. End of story. End of story. Pick your battles. Pick your friends. That's it. Enough.
I did say that comment, but I didn't say that Caroline said it. I said it.
No, you said Caroline.
I said
Oh my
it.
God, why are you lying again?
I made a comment that you invited her was important to you.
Yes, I did
said
now.
it.
Oh, please.
Pick it up now. I'm good with that.
Whatever. I just need dessert. I've lost my appetite, but I love a good. I just want more champagne.
Oh, well,
sweating a little for
We
them.
know who the pot stirrer is.
We do. Who do you think it is?
Not Caroline Stansbury. I think the other Caroline.
The other Caroline. So that's actually what everyone online was saying. So it's interesting that you picked up on that.
Yes, and you see how she can take something very small and now just start the banter.
Does that make a great Real Housewife? Like, do they sort of fuel
Of
the
course.
fire, the producers?
Yeah. No. They don't. Listen,
They
I
don't.
really, for at least my show, I can only speak about, New York, not
Right.
my show, but the show I was on, that they literally let us go in there and do it. It's not scripted, and the producers don't, push us to say anything. Now, do we understand the assignment? Of course, right? We may not be so honest with someone in real life. I'm not walking into a dinner party and being like, you know what, you look like why are you wearing that? But I may think it.
And you
but
may
on the
say
Real
it in
Housewives
a-
of New York, I'll be like, what the are you wearing? It looks like, you know what I'm saying?
What's something that we may not know or understand about those dinner party scenes?
It just depends. See, what's very interesting is they're coming out of the gate strong. Usually it takes a minute to start, we're all sort of very polite in the first one, but they're going for it from the beginning. And then it builds up. It's almost like a building up and playing chess. Everybody's listening. They're going to form their alliances. They're going to see who's, agreeing with this one.
I heard they can last hours.
Yes.
How long are they? Like
hours.
More than 3.
No, New York was pretty good. We kind of banged it out quick, but we're New Yorkers.
Do you have one that was memorable as being really tough to get through?
I have many that were memorable that were tough to get through. And you watched them on national TV.
I know. That's why I'm wondering. All right. Well, we have
I was saying to you just earlier, I thought that speech that I gave at Luann's engagement party, I thought that was the best speech ever. Meanwhile, I didn't understand a word I said, but I left it thinking I was great.
Tom liked it.
Tom congratulated me on it.
Well, coming up, we have an exclusive interview with Andy Cohen. He's dishing on why this season of Dubai is the one to watch. But first, Dorinda, we come for the housewives and for the drama, but I think we stay for the friendships. Do you agree?
Mm-hmm. I think you come for more than the drama. People love the drama. They love seeing people work out things. They love people to be surprised by what people bring up, the sort of gotcha, moment. But then they also love to see us work through it. And, at the end of the day, your friendships have to be bigger than what you're doing on the show. right?
Exactly, and it almost seems like a sisterhood. You fight brutally, and then you love.
I feel like that applies throughout the whole Bravo family. Not only does it apply for your cast members you're on with, but whenever you're out, or I'm in LA right now, and I'm with Bravo people, you feel like we all are sort of a special family.
That's so
that
nice.
No one understands the people that are in it.
Yeah, it's almost like people that went to camp understand
Yeah,
that.
Reza said to me once, Reza from Shahs of Sunset, when I was first on, he said, remember, no one understands the situation you're going through except your Bravo family, and we are Bravo family.
Well, E! News caught up with the Housewives of Dubai and their Bravo family. We asked them to spill on their real-life friendships across the franchise. Take a look.
I can't wait to see this.
I have gotten a lot of advice. The first person that called me was Dolores from New Jersey, and she gave me a whole advice about everything. And then Jensha, literally I speak to almost every day. So she gives me so much advice. Ascal from Potomac. And I met Phaedra. She also gave us advice with Lisa. We went with her for lunch. But those are the only ones that I've so far spoken to, I think.
I've been chit-chatting with Kenya Moore, who I absolutely adore. She's so sweet. They've all just been so really nice and helpful. I think it's kind of like a sorority, you know, and like you girls are part of the sorority. So they've actually all been really receptive and really nice and positive.
It's like when you move to a new neighborhood, you know how your neighbors just drop a basket of fruit? Yeah. So we all received like a basket, like DMs of other housewives. They're really kind. They were connecting. They're like, welcome to the franchise. And I think it's nice. It is like a sorority, it's a group.
A couple of other housewives from other franchises have reached out to me, like Emily from Orange County, Dolores from New Jersey, Candace from Potomac. I'm really good friends with Phaedra. My family has known her for over a decade. So she's a family friend of ours for a long time. You know, this is a show that people will know if you're not being authentic. So I would say the biggest advice she gave me is just be you, but at the same time, buckle up because it gets really, really, really crazy sometimes. And you have to have a level head to get through it. Otherwise, you're just gonna, you know. So she didn't give me too much advice. She kind of wants me to get in there and just do my thing.
Well, you know, I got to tell you something. I was very excited to see Phaedra.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
I just love seeing her in Dubai. It's always great when there's a pop-up of a housewife, and because it just sort of ties it all together. And like they just said, like I was saying before, it is a sorority.
It is.
We welcome them into it, and we all feel a bit protective of each other.
Is there any sort of anxiety of like, don't take my spot when new women enter?
I mean, no.
That's great.
We're all, I think Andy and whoever the higher-ups are hire you for very unique reasons.
Right.
We all play different roles, and we're like a great, you know, Baskin Robbins. You know, it's not just vanilla. There's vanilla and chocolate and strawberry and bubble gum and this, and that's what makes the store so great. There's variety.
Who are you still closest with?
In the franchise or overall?
Overall.
I mean, a lot of them. I mean, I'm really close to a lot of the housewives from New Jersey, from Atlanta, from Beverly Hills. I mean, I'm going to see a lot of them on this trip. And you're always excited to see them.
Okay, so I'm
seeing Teresa and Melissa tonight at the MTV Awards, and Tamara's going to be there. We were talking yesterday. Yeah, that is one thing that I forevermore will be thankful for, is like, you create great friendships. It is like being back in college. It is like being in a sorority a bit.
Who would you call to pick you up from the airport?
A lot of them,
Really?
to tell you the truth. Yes.
That's a hard ask.
But in this case, you know, I'd call E-Television.
Yeah. That's a definite yes. Okay, who would you call for dating advice?
Who would I call for dating advice? That's a tough one. I mean, I think I would probably call... Well, I talk to Luann a lot about dating.
Yeah.
But I don't really talk to a lot of people about dating advice. Isn't that interesting? I probably should.
Who would you clean out your closet with?
Oh, my God, Bethany Frankel. Bethany is the neatest person I've ever met in my life, and she is so good about organizing things and getting things in order like this. Like, would take me a month, takes her a day. But she's very good at delegating, getting people to help her, and getting the job done.
She's a businesswoman.
Yes.
Well, you have so many friends, and one of them joined me, actually.
Uh-oh.
So right before the show, I had the pleasure of speaking with the star of Real Housewives of Dubai, Caroline Stansbury.
She's mad at me, I know, right?
I don't know. We're
yes,
gonna find out.
I know.
So we connected over
Here
Zoom,
we go.
and it was 7 a.m. here, but 6 p.m. in Dubai. So let's see what Caroline had to say. So Caroline, the Real Housewives of Dubai has officially premiered. It's so good. What has the fan reaction been like over the last 24 hours?
It has been unbelievable. I mean, I think just everyone's so excited to see what Dubai looks like, to have us back, you know, just for so many different reasons, really. It's just been, I've been blown away. Blown away. I think actually my biggest reaction was people were so shocked that I didn't jump out of bed and clean my sheets with the dog peed on it.
I'm not going to lie, I thought about that when I watched it.
Oh my God.
People on Twitter.
Yeah, they're up in arms.
People on Twitter must have been going crazy. What'd you say?
I was like, relax, people, it's a puppy.
Well, it's making its debut today. But one of my favorite scenes was the dinner party confrontation because you and Ayan, like, it was already on. Are fans taking sides? Is there anything that you want to say about the drama?
No, I don't think, I mean, I haven't seen anybody really pick a side. I mean, the thing is, I have my people that have known me from before, so obviously we're very different characters, let's face it. I haven't had any sort of bad reactions to it my side, so I guess the people who are already following me, you know, were like, I think they kept saying, well, you know, you managed to keep your cool. And I think that's the difference. I think in England, the way that I sort of, you just, you know, I'm not going to get into it. I'm just not going to go there.
Yeah, you kind of let it slide right off. I mean, we see Phaedra make a little appearance in the trailer. So who was the first housewife to reach out to you when you signed on to the show?
Funnily enough, Lisa Rinna.
Really?
Mm-hmm. She's like, welcome back. and actually, we were chatting yesterday just before it went premiered. Yeah, so she was like, can you believe I've done it 8 years? Welcome back to the family. So, yeah, really nice.
That's really nice. What was the best piece of advice that Andy Cohen gave you before you said yes to joining the cast?
No, I mean, he didn't really give me any advice. I just think he was just excited to have me back in a way. It was just so nice. He said, well, the people have spoken and here you are. You know, it's the same thing all around, isn't it? It's what I did before. It's the same as this time. It's just different friendships, different city. So I guess the great thing is I get to do it again with hindsight.
So we know that you're friends with Dorinda Medley as well, and she's actually watching this interview with me right now. So what is your message for Dorinda?
I mean, firstly, pick up your phone. I text her, and I don't use text, and she doesn't use WhatsApp. So it's like two people who just go, yeah, Dorinda, I'm coming to New York. I better see you.
Oh, I love it. Caroline, I'm so excited for you this season. I can't wait to see what unfolds. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
I get why you don't use WhatsApp.
No, she's correct. I've been crazy because I moved, and I've just been crazy lately. So, Caroline, I owe you an apology. And yes, I'm going to see you in New York. As soon as I get done today, I'm WhatsApping you.
Where would you go to eat in New York with Caroline?
You know, Caroline's pretty flexible. The thing about Caroline is she's good in any situation.
Yeah.
She can do high, she can do low. She's just a great laugh, and we're always so happy to see each other. But, you know, I think we probably will go somewhere like Indochine or maybe Balsadar.
I always love seeing where you guys go on the show. But so many.
But I've never been on the show with her. Oh, you mean on our
in New
show?
York.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why when she was coming, I'm like, where would you take her?
Yes.
Well, we have so many people that are chiming in. They're
dying
so
to see what
excited
they say.
to see you here. So, Tamra Judge, actually.
Oh, Tamra girl!
Tamra
I love
chimed
her.
in. She said, I love the series premiere of Real Housewives of Dubai. Casting deserves an A+ because these ladies are bringing it. Fire. Congrats, ladies, and Bravo TV on an amazing premiere. So, thumbs up from an OG. David Quinn said, I cannot understate how much I love the Real Housewives of Dubai premiere. It elevates the franchise to a whole new level. not just with the luxury and wealth on display, but with the way the producers have edited the show, especially the confessionals. I think fans are going to be blown away.
And that's coming from Dave Quinn, who's a professional. I mean, that guy knows. He wrote that great book, the Bravo book.
Oh, he did?
Yes.
I love that you know who he is.
He's a close friend.
Well, it's really interesting that he mentioned the confessionals because fans online were talking a lot about that. Bravo by Betches said, the full body confessionals are one of my favorite touches on Real Housewives of Dubai. They said we're doing full glam, no sweatpants, and no slippers here.
I love that.
You like the new confessionals?
Well, I just think they're fun and they're different, and it's just a side of glamour you've never seen.
I want to see the
It's
shoes.
a whole new level. I don't know. Did you see those white boots?
No.
Chanel was wearing. I think it's Chanel, right?
Yeah.
I haven't got all the names right, so don't hold it against me. But she's
Chanel,
wearing that
yeah.
like white outfit with the white matching boots. I mean, come on now.
Yeah.
It's another level.
I mean, we are tuning in for the fashion. Well, Eden Willow said the racial and cultural diversity of this cast is nothing they've ever done on Bravo, and I'm very into it. You touched on that a little bit. I'm excited to see more of Dubai.
Yes. And just see how they live and just what their experiences in their day-to-day life. I really don't know about their day-to-day life at that level, right?
So those are fans and journalists and OG housewives on Twitter. You're on Twitter.
Yes.
What's the most common question people ask you?
Are you going back to the Housewives?
Dare I ask you, Dorinda?
But I am back. I'm on the show's premiering June 23rd, everyone. Ultimate Girls Trip. And then, they've got the 2 new shows coming out, or the 2 new shows they're developing right now, which is, I guess, The Legacy and then The Younger Girls. So we're all excited about that. You never know.
I didn't know about the younger one.
Yes, I think they're trying to put together 2. And, listen.
I know, you're out there.
I'm out there.
You have a lot going on. We're actually going to talk about it a little later in the show, but one of the best things about the Housewives franchise is the fact that these ladies know how to turn up the heat. But when it comes to the cast of Dubai, they keep their cool by searching for shade. So we asked the cast to call out their co-stars. Here's what they had to say.
Oh, wow. I can't wait to see this one.
Lisa.
Oh, a lot of them.
All of us, but I would put this on Lisa.
I think Lisa and Caroline, yeah.
I think all of us.
My spot is going to be the glam central of Dubai.
I would just say me. Maybe me. I'm just going to be honest. Like I said before, I'm emotional, so I think that's my superpower. I don't start it, but I do. Oh, no, I actually started and ended it.
Ayan, you started.
It might be Brooks who starts it. Ayan just likes to finish it.
There's a lot of gold here, and we have a lot of gold diggers too.
Okay, I'm gonna give myself that, honey.
Every time Ayan is coming to a dinner or a gathering or something, I'm just waiting to see what she's gonna wear. It's like her style is like from a different planet.
I love seeing when we were invited to the same thing how different we all look. It's so fun.
Ooh, can I answer that? My girl, Lisa Milan.
If we get into it, Sarah's gonna be in the middle.
No, it's fine. Yeah. It's fine. I'll be with a camel. Don't worry about it.
I will definitely be with Sarah. I will definitely be with Lisa, but I'll take Sarah to save us.
I am the emergency kit that they have with them.
I know who I wouldn't want to be stranded with.
Nina, I would have we'd have a giggle, but Brooks would get me out of there. Brooks would be more practical, gotta be honest. Sorry, Nina.
We find a way.
I'm not a survivor.
If I was there with Nina, we'd be found there in about 6 years.
Right, laughing.
No, with
all
me.
we would do is just laugh till we died.
That was like a whole lot of shade packaged in a bow of love.
But very good, and I love this Nina. Caroline, of course, is my favorite. She's my friend, but I'm really having a love affair with this Nina.
What about Nina?
I just like her. I like her. I've been sort of following her Instagram a little bit. She's confident. She's well-spoken. She seems to be a great mother, a great wife.
Yeah.
I just like the whole package, and she looks fun. The key thing about these housewives is they have to be fun. And they have to be inclusive. You don't want someone that feels like they're too big, too quick.
Oh, so I actually didn't really catch on to that, but it's so nice to hear your inside knowledge because I think maybe that's why one of the characters was rubbing people the wrong way.
Yes, which one?
Am I allowed to? I think Chanel was rubbing people the wrong way.
Well, I can kind of. I haven't. Listen, we're only one episode in,
Yeah.
but I do think, and that could change. So we're not saying
Right.
it's one episode in, but you do feel like some of the girls are a little bit more inclusive than the others. The other one's sort of taking a little bit more, and that's a problem when you start off like that.
Yeah.
Because then you can sort of paint yourself in a corner.
It's hard to come back from that.
Yes.
Okay, Dorinda, we have to talk about Ultimate Girls
Oh, yay! Finally!
So, which of the ex-wives did you get along with the best?
Well, you know, that's a tough question because I knew some of the girls coming in better than others. But I really, really, really hit it off with my girl, Phaedra.
So Phaedra, Jill Zarin, we have Brandy Glanville,
Tamra, who I love and know, Vicky, Jill, who I've known for 100 years, Brandy, who I've known. So I love, you know, I have a great relationship with all of them still. But I didn't really know, I knew Phaedra. We'd actually been on Watch What Happens Live years before, but we kind of forgot about that. We just were very kindred spirits, and Eva.
So you said in an interview with Eve that I watched a bit ago that something happens when you enter Bluestone Manor. When you walk through those doors, what happens?
Until you come, you don't know, and that's what I'm so excited for the audience to see, and I think that's what the cast felt. There is something magical that when you come in, it's kind of like a living, breathing thing, and it sort of takes you back a little bit because, listen, the house was built in 1902. It has a lot of energy. It's had a lot of great things happen, including like it's known to be a speakeasy and things. Cool. And it just sucks you in, and before you know it, you've spent 8 days there filming. 8 days.
That's a lot of days. With
I've never had anybody stay at the house for 8 days, but my God, did we get some fun footage.
I hope there's some one-liners because you're the queen of those. So,
well, one they show. Face of an angel, mouth of a serpent. I already see that on a mug. I didn't remember saying that.
Well, some of the best things I feel like you don't remember until you watch them back.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's time to hear from the one and only, the king of Bravo, Andy Cohen, and is one of the executive producers of The Real Housewives of Dubai. Only Andy can reveal these exclusive details to while you were streaming about all the glitz and the glamour and the gossip with the new dames of the desert.
It's always been a conversation about where to go next. We've been intrigued with Dubai since the cast of Beverly Hills went there for a really memorable vacation a few seasons ago. And, you know, there you go. We have got a really diverse, brilliant group of women. It definitely feels like somewhere we've never seen before, which is really exciting.
Anything is possible in Dubai.
It's a land of opportunity. There's a lot of gold here, and we have a lot of gold diggers too.
I just think it feels so international and glamorous and just different. I mean, it's exciting to see a show that feels like kind of our show that we love, but it's someplace totally different. You know, obviously, viewers fell in love with Caroline Stanbury from Ladies of London. They've been asking for her to come back. They've been asking for her to join Beverly Hills, but she was in Dubai, and so we went to Dubai. But the other women are so fun to meet. I've never, in 16 years of doing this, producing this show, seen anyone like Chanel Ayan. She is just wild, and she shows up in a ball gown to the mall. I mean, I've never seen anything like her. She's so funny. She's so beautiful. She's so bigger than life, yet she's also really relatable and has an incredible backstory, which you'll learn more about later. You know, I think they're all quite notable, to be honest, but I think Chanel is someone who's going to really stick in people's minds.
Oops. He wants my spotlight. It's fine. I can share.
Okay.
The only exercise I do is doing my husband.
I only met them on video, and I only met them recently in person when they were in New York for the opening title shoot. And it was really fun meeting all of them. I mean, they're housewives, and they're each really different. What's similar about all of them is they're really driven. They all have their own things happening. They are each kind of business women in their own right. As the episodes continue, I think you start to scratch beyond the surface of what it means to live there. And Caroline Stanbury is so interesting, talking about she's building a home there, and home ownership there is incredibly complicated. So it's interesting finding out some of the rules there that are quite sometimes odd and different.
In Dubai, the women are far from submissive. Most of the women are running this town.
I think, it's going to be really interesting unraveling or peeling off the layers of Caroline's wedding and her relationship and her feelings about having another kid. And, one thing that I find so compelling about Caroline is that she's kind of, and I think that she would be fine with me saying this, but she's kind of an unapologetic bitch, which to quote Madonna, which I often do, which I love about her. She has no qualms about saying, look, this is who I am. And by the way, you kind of find out more about why she is how she is as the episodes go on, which is really interesting. And again, I think you're going to find a whole lot of humor from Chanel, and Lisa and Brooks are so funny in interview. They're really going to have people laughing.
There's so much there. I loved hearing from him.
An unapologetic bitch.
Andy, that's not candid.
But you know what? I gotta say something. She kind of is, but in a very funny way. Like Caroline would say things in this very sort of tonal voice that you don't realize that she's completely like slapped
it's
your
the
head
accent.
out. Yes.
100%.
She's very clever like that, but I love that unapologetic bitch.
Well, you've had so many moments with Andy over the years. Is there one that sticks out to you?
Oh my God, we had the night of the doorbells. We had, but the one that I was thinking about the other day is when they did the Bravo float, and it is Pride Month. I'm a big supporter of the LGBTQ plus community, and Andy put together a boat, Bravo put together a boat, and had all the housewives of it. I actually posted on Instagram, and it was just one of these incredibly beautiful moments celebrating the Stonewall.
Right.
And I just, when I put it up, all of us were reminiscing about it. Even Andy wrote, "Take me back in time."
It was a special moment.
It was a special, special moment. Bravo, do another float for Pride.
You could maybe wear this shirt, too.
Yes.
You're ready. Well, you're one of the best-dressed housewives.
Really?
Oh, by far. Yes. If I could raid your closet, Dorinda.
Well, come.
This is on camera. Did we get that? I'm coming.
I did closet confessions with my friend Liliana from Vogue. She wants to raid my closet all the time.
If Vogue wants to raid your closet, you know you're in. But I saw Andy post that you bought his daughter Lucy her first Gucci shoes.
Yes, I said every little girl needs her first pair of Gucci's. Yes.
Really cute.
Weren't
they were pink little shoes.
And
he was
isn't
so
Lucy
excited.
so beautiful?
Really adorable.
Lucy and Ben.
Dorinda, I could keep you here all day. You're so much fun.
I could stay here all day.
Please do. But that's a wrap on the Little Housewives happy hour we just had. So the new episodes of The Real Housewives of Dubai air Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Pacific on Bravo and is available the next day on Peacock. So Dorinda, thank you again.
How much fun was that?
It went by too quickly.
And everybody, you have to tune in to my Make It Nice radio show on Radio Andy, Sirius XM, every Thursday, 11 to 12 Eastern Standard Time. Ask me anything.
So right before we started the show, Dorinda was giving me some really good advice. And I think you give advice on the show, right?
I do. She said, you're a great advice giver. You should do a show. I'm like, well, I have a show. Make it nice.
And
I'm Radio Andy.
I hope we made it nice for you
we
today.
We did, yes.
You made it nice, Dorinda. You're the best.
I loved it. This is a great show, you guys. Tune in every week. It's so much fun.
Thank you.
I love it.
We have so much fun hanging out with you. And we're actually all invited to Bluestone Manor when Dorinda stars in The Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip Ex-Wives Club, which is streaming exclusively on Peacock on June 23rd. Yes. That was a mouthful, but it's going to be fun.
You got there.
And be sure to join us for our next episode of While You Were Streaming on Wednesday, June 8th to celebrate the premiere of Miss Marvel only on Disney+. So thank you for watching, and we actually have one special last treat from Bravo.
Oh.
Yep. So please enjoy this exclusive sneak peek clip from next week's episode of The Real Housewives of Dubai.
Bring it on.
I'm so sort of like about my energy and everything. Like
You're right. Energy is like
everything.
It's crazy. It's everything.
But it reminds me, it's like we all got together the other day.
Yeah, the energy was off the other day.
Hi, Stansbury.
Caroline.
Caroline Stansbury is the same.
How are you? No, that's my first name. The other one's my surname, thank you.
I was blindsided in that dinner because she came for me really strong, and I've never been anything but a friend for her.
Yeah.
I was hurt by that. I know her, and I think that she has a beautiful heart. That's why the situation that night surprised me, because I've never seen her behave that way.
Obviously, the girl got triggered, and people who have went through trauma, they feel like everything is
trauma from not being invited to.
No, it's probably from the past, and I really want to have a conversation with her, and I think she owes you a direct apology. I'm certified in life coaching, and also, like, I've healed from my own traumas, so I know how trauma can change your behavior. There were certain words that Brooke said that just made Ayan, like, fire up even more and more and more, so you can tell she was triggered. I think we should leave her better than the way we found her.
No, I really don't need to accept her time or her energy right now. I'm very sorry if she's had trauma in her life, but she's not going to add to mine.